we will sit to resolve this problem.
Well, we're going to discuss those comments a bit further now with Anoushka Kurkjian, Director of the Songhai Advisory. Thank you very much for joining us, Anoushka. Firstly, how seriously will people be taking those offers of peace talks there?
More than previous ones. There's a huge level of buy-in from Burhan's regional buyers that this conflict left unchecked has already had huge regional implications. And there's no military solution. We've seen over the past 5 months, the army, despite the aerial supremacy, has not been able to gain the upper hand militarily. In fact, Burhan's moved his headquarters to Port Sudan, and we find ourselves, it's essentially a stalemate, and he's not making these statements out of a position of strength.
And you said that there isn't really a military solution, so to speak, to this conflict. Do you think that there will be somebody or an individual prevailing out of the two rivals here?
I can't see that happening. I think the RSF has entrenched itself in strategic locations in Khartoum. I think they both have their respective backers. And the country is disintegrating along worrying ethnic lines. It was always going to be a zero-sum game, but now we've seen a realization that there needs to be some sort of outcome here.
And in terms of neighbouring countries, or indeed countries beyond, which nations have the most influence in Sudan, would you say?
Obviously, it's Saudi Arabia, Egypt, but also its immediate neighbours are using all their leverage. The Jeddah track was very limited in scope, and it's how you build on that and address the key challenges that sparked this conflict. How do you integrate the RSF within the armed forces? It's the long-term challenges that need to be addressed, and unless there's an incentive on both men to come to the negotiating table, it's a daunting task, but it's a task that needs to be pushed forward.
And do you feel that we're going to see those two rival factions come to the table anytime soon to talk peace?
I think we're not there yet. I think this is a positive step, and I think we need to build on the Jeddah track. I think alongside the humanitarian dimension, there's got to be a kind of the political will to force an outcome. Otherwise, we've already seen the country disintegrating, the exodus. It's not a but it's a positive step. It's a first step, but the key questions need to be addressed.
OK, well, Anoushka Kurkjian, thank you very much for joining us. Anoushka Kurkjian, Director of the Songhai Advisory. Local media in Nigeria